If you have a Cherokee and you've ever asked yourself, damn, I sure wish I could use transmissions from other model Jeeps in mine. Yeah, I know, relatable, but rest easy. If you are doing a manual swap from an automatic, need to replace your manual transmission if you can't find an XJ one, or are doing a four-wheel drive swap on a manual Cherokee, this video is for you. Automatics unfortunately look elsewhere. The AW4 was only commonly used in the Cherokee and Comanche. Not even the Wranglers got this transmission because it was simply built too well, so for you automatic guys, this video isn't going to help at all. But if you have a Cherokee or Comanche and you're after an AX15 or NV3550, you're probably well aware that these transmissions aren't very common at all in the XJs, but they are much easier to find in Wrangler YJs and TJs. There are literally only two differences with the Wrangler manuals. 1. The shift lever is about 4 inches longer, which is a non-issue because number A, you can just use the lever in a Cherokee anyway, and letter 2, a Cherokee shift lever will bolt right onto a Wrangler transmission, so nothing to worry about there. And 2, the clocking angle of the transfer case. On the mating flange at the back of the transmission, there are 6 holes that mount the transfer case to it. These holes are what determines the angle your transfer case sits at, and the XJ and MJ angle it 12 degrees farther to the left when compared to the Wranglers and Liberties. In the YJ, TJ, and KJ, the transfer case is angled higher for better ground clearance, but in the XJ and MJ, it has to be tilted a little bit farther downward to avoid interference with the floor pan. So if you just put a Wrangler transmission in a Cherokee, the transfer case will hit the floor pan, and usually people just bash on it with a sledgehammer to make things fit. But if you simply re-drill the holes where the transfer case mounts to, you can have a properly angled transfer case all the same. And that's what the SAP Industries Jeep Cherokee Multi-Application Center Pivot Output Shaft Mounted 12-degree Counter-Rotation Computer Rendered 3D Printed Universal 6-Stud Transfer Case Clocking Angle Establishment Offset Drill Bit Stabilization device is for. This device was designed by my pal Bryant. It slides on the output shaft and locks into the existing Wrangler holes and provides a new hole for a Cherokee application. Just drill through this new hole, now perfectly aligned exactly where it should be, and then pivot the tool around the output shaft to repeat the process for the remaining 5. It's best to use a center punch first, which I didn't do because I don't have one, but take a 7/32 drill bit all the way through the material, and then move up to a 7/16, which I believe is what the original holes are. With a box underneath this, because it will make a huge mess, I drilled where the device guided me, being careful not to drill the plastic itself, because that's very easy to do. It took a few tries, and I didn't actually get it on camera because my back was really starting to hurt. I had to re-drill the top and bottom center holes a little wider because I failed to properly align them first try. But there's plenty of material on this flange, and you can see the intentional factory contours that allow different clocking angles in the first place. So this means you can use an AX15 from a 91 to 95 YJ, a 97 to 99 TJ, or an NV3550 from a 2000 through 04 TJ or 02 to 04 KJ in an XJ. I mean, shit, you probably even do this with an NSG 370 now that I think about it. And because of this tool, which really needs a shorter name, Ryan, come on now, I was able to use a 2000 Wrangler transmission in my 2001 Cherokee with a 2002 transfer case bolted to it. Got the damn world tour of model years over here. Bryant sells these on an as-needed basis. Follow him on Instagram where you can buy one yourself and hopefully save the hassle of finding a manual Cherokee transmission. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the description.